Hey everyone, Kayley here, and today I'm doing 3 Valentine's looks like I did last year. We have a flirty one, a romantic one, and a sultry one to just hit whatever occasion you guys have going on. And I've done this as a collaboration with Tarte from Glam Life Guru. I love her so much. She's probably the only YouTuber that I just drop everything for to watch her videos once they publish, so definitely check out her video. We're going to start off with the flirty hairstyle. You're going to start off by making just a bump, so just separate the hair at the crown of your head, tease it a little bit, and smooth it out. And you can always add just a little bit more teasing if you like lots and lots of volume, but it's definitely not necessary if you don't. So bring all the hair together and push it up into your bump at whatever amount of volume you like. To pin the bump in place, you want to pin the bottom side of the hair and the outside of the hair, but not the top of the hair. That way you're getting most of the hair pinned, but this place on top is left free, so it looks very organic and natural while it's kind of just laying there. And you don't have to kind of hide the top of it, it just kind of falls and drapes naturally, and I think that looks really pretty. Then you want to take kind of the top half of your hair from over your ears and take that and begin to braid back. When I did this, I did it as a lace braid, incorporating hair from the top. But if you're not into Dutch braiding or lace braiding or French braiding or anything like that, you can just do a normal braid and it basically looks exactly the same. So whatever you decide to do, you want to braid until you reach those bobby pins in the back, and then braid just a little bit extra so you have some room to work with. And then you pin that in place, also just pinning the bottom of it and not pinning over the top. Then you're going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side. You want to make sure while you're taking these sections that they look pretty from the front and then they drape back nicely. You can sometimes accidentally pull these back and they look a little bit awkward, so just keep an eye from the front while you're doing this so it doesn't end up looking a little odd. Then pin the braid in place in the back and you are all done, and we're ready to move on to our romantic hairstyle, which is much easier than it looks. You're going to separate your hair from the ears up and then put the remaining hair into a ponytail. If you don't have as long hair, don't worry about that step, I will tell you what to do later. Then you're going to create a bump, just like we did with the previous hairstyle, except that you can pin just normally over the top and crisscross your bobby pins because we're going to be hiding them. Now you want to take the top half of the hair from your right side, or you can start with your left side if you want, and you're going to take that and drape it over the bobby pins. Give it a twist or two just to add some texture and dimension to the hairstyle, and then once you get it over those bobby pins, you're just going to pin it in place. And then we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. You're going to take the top half of your hair and pull it back, and again just twist a little bit to add a little bit of dimension, and then place that right underneath the previous section that we just pinned, and you're going to pin up and into that section. And then we're going to repeat the same thing with the last 2 bits of hair. So with that last half of your hair on the right side, you're going to take it and twist it and pin it in place. And then the same thing with the hair that's remaining on the left, you're just going to twist it and pin it in place, and now we're going to work with the rest of the hair. Now we're going to braid the ponytail that's there, and if you didn't put your hair into a ponytail first, you're just going to braid whatever hair is remaining. Then once you reach the end of your hair with that braid, go ahead and secure it with a small elastic. Now if you have a lot of hair left over on the sides like I did, you should go ahead and braid them just to go ahead and get them nicely together so there's not any loose hair flying around. And then what I'm going to do is to wrap these around the base of my ponytail so that I can go ahead and just get them out of the way. There's really not a graceful way to deal with them, so I just kind of wrapped them around the base so that they wouldn't be in my way and pinned them in place there. Then I took the remaining hair that's in that braid and wrapped it into a bun. You want to make sure that this bun is right underneath the final twist that we did so that it kind of matches with the rest of the hairstyle, and pin that in place with as many bobby pins as you need. Be sure to tuck the ends underneath the bun so that they don't stick out throughout the night, because that would not be pretty. And that is the end of our hairstyle. We're going to finish off with the sultry hairstyle. First of all, you want to apply some heat protectant to keep your hair safe. Then take a 2-inch section of hair from right next to your part, and you're going to curl down towards the floor. You can do this with a clip iron, or you can do it with a clipless iron if you want. Once you have that all heated up, you want to also wrap it back up and set that curl right against your head, and then use a clip to hold that in place so that the hair cools and creates a really nice strong curl. Then you're going to repeat that all the way around your part line. And you're going to kind of end up looking like a grandmother, but it's okay because you're going to have great, strong, curly hair when this is done. Then for our next section, instead of curling down towards the floor, we're going to curl up towards the ceiling. This kind of alternating effect creates kind of a finger wave look to the hair, a much more retro look to the hair. So you kind of do this back and forth motion to get that really retro kind of curl to the hair. So you're going to continue this with that 2 inches all just below the previous section that we did. Then we're going back to what we did with the first section. So basically every section you alternate. The first one is going to be going down, the next one going up, and then going down, and then going up until you've incorporated all of the hair. And for this I'm using a 1-inch iron. Once the curls have completely cooled, you can go ahead and let them down. I was inspired to do this kind of retro curl because for Sultry, I always think of either retro waves or Victoria's Secret curls, so this is kind of meant to be a combination of both in a way. Once all of the curls are down, you're going to brush through them. I was using a boar bristle brush, and this can cause some frizz, so if your hair tends to frizz, I would use your fingers rather than a brush just to avoid that. And then I'm going to shape the curls by holding my hand in one place and brushing the curls around them. So I want this side to come in towards my face, so I'm brushing my hair in the direction I want it to go. Then you're going to see me do the opposite thing on the other side, where I brush the curls around away from my face so that I have one side going toward and one side going away. And this is what they look like if you leave them smooth. But if you want to make them more Victoria's Secret textured, you can add in some volumizing powder at your roots for extra volume. And then I'm using the Sexy Hairspray clay on my ends just to kind of rough the hairstyle up a little bit and make it look a little bit more lived in. And that is it for our Sultry hairstyle. I hope you guys have really enjoyed these hairstyles, whatever you're doing on Valentine's Day, and whoever you're with, I hope you have a great time, and definitely send me a picture if you try out any of these. Also be sure to check out Tarte's video. I'm sure you guys will love her as much as I do. She's got great videos, and be sure to subscribe to her because, like I said, you're gonna love her. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye!